All right, I think we are live, although... Okay, I think we are live. You may hear me echoing back because I've got the... Yes, okay. So I'm going... Yeah, I'm going to turn that volume off. All right, welcome to Cosmic Readings and Messages for today, um, September 3rd, 2019, for all signs. Let's see. Doesn't look like anybody's watching. So I'll wait a couple of moments, see if anybody hops into the chat room or starts watching. The chat thing is working. I did type in there, welcome to the first live stream. This is the first time I'm doing this live, so I hope it works out. I do some internet radio and that kind of stuff occasionally, so I have everything all set up, and I think things are working properly for the readings. So it is now 2:03 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here on the East Coast of the United States. And I was kind of surprised that I had over now 200 subscribers. I do know that there are other channels with thousands, and yeah, I mean, that's nice. You got a lot of viewers and a lot of subscribers, but, small numbers are good too. I mean, who knows? This channel may grow, and there will be more people in the future. I mean, it can only grow, right? You're not going to lose people unless I take the channel down or something. But anyway, I thank everyone for subscribing. And if you're going to watch this later, I'm doing this because I'm available today and on this Tuesday, day after Labor Day here in the U.S. And again, I was kind of surprised at seeing we got now over 200 subscribers. So again, thank you to everyone for subscribing and watching the videos. I do hope that that the readings do resonate with you and you can take something away from what comes through in the cards. As always, I like to say this all the time, I don't really do the astrology thing. I know people follow that. I know that, like I'm a Taurus and we're supposed to be kind of bullheaded sometimes. But we're also good people and loyal and all that kind of stuff. And Gemini is supposed to be, dual personalities. And, there's all these different things, about different signs and whatever. I get that. I just don't get into the astrology aspect and there's a reason for that. It's because most of the time, my background is actually in science and technology. I'm the kind of person that's always looking for proof, facts, evidence, that kind of stuff. But so astrology, is an ancient religion, and I have nothing against religion because part of this, doing these readings and stuff also has to do with faith. So, and that again, is leading to me what I'm talking about here. This has to do with my own personal experiences. I have been clinically deceased several times, so I have crossed over and come back. I do have a story about each time. I won't get into that right now. That's I've been told I can write a book on that, and I probably could write 2 or 3 books. But it was a personal experience, and I knew I was coming back. I knew it wasn't the end. They were all cases of, I can look back in hindsight and say that, they happened for a reason. And I was coming back. I knew I was coming back. I can say that with 100% certainty that it wasn't my time yet. So I'm still here. But since those times, I have a stronger connection with the other side. I see and hear things, and it's not hallucinations because it turns out I get confirmations. And as a good friend of mine who's now on the other side used to say, you live in the world of coincidences all the time, so it's not a coincidence. things happen. I see or hear something and I'll mention it to somebody, or I'll bring up something that makes no sense to me, but it does to somebody else because I'm getting this message and it's coming from someone and they can be right there. And it means nothing to me, but it means totally something to the other person. So again, it's like constant coincidences. So some other friends said, maybe you should check cards. Maybe you can get stronger messages or relay messages through the cards, because I can't do it all the time. It just happens when it happens. I can't sit here and say, okay, I want to know this, I want to know that. It doesn't come through like that. So the cards actually act as a conduit with the other side, and with what I would call spirits and angels. As for religious belief, I again do have faith in a higher authority, which I collectively call the universe. I think the higher power is actually all around us, and we're part of it. And so I think religions themselves are our way, or people's ways of bringing the universe down to earth, as they say, making it easier to understand. So anyway, it is now 2:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So I'm only going to do this for about an hour. Maybe we'll end a little bit early. I don't see anyone in the live chat, so my intent was, since this was sort of a last-minute type of reading, I will just go through the signs rather quickly. If somebody jumps into the chat room, if I do have another screen where I can actually see if there's anyone else watching. And this is all being recorded and everything, so YouTube will keep it. What I will do is, if somebody else comes into the chat room, somebody else starts watching and has a question or wants me to do a reading for them, I will just preempt what I'm doing, whatever sign, and answer their question with the cards. So with that said, and since there's nobody watching right now, well, it does say there's one person watching, which is me. If I see that number change, then I know someone else is watching. So without further ado, then what I will do is just go through the signs and we'll see what happens. So again, I don't really deal with astrology. I may joke about astrological signs, since I do deal with astronomy and space and the universe and science at times in my real life, outside of YouTube. I may joke about the constellations, because I know where all the signs are, so in the sky during the course of the year. So I may make jokes about that from time to time. But basically what I do with the cards is I allow them to be the conduit to relay the message from the other side. And since I do things intuitively, sometimes colors in the pictures or multiple cards may have a similar color scheme. That will trigger something with me to say that it's important, or something in the picture will just jump out and give me a message. So that's how the intuitive part comes in. And then sometimes I just start picking up on something, a message that actually manifests itself into like a story. And I'm hoping that it's for somebody who's watching the video, so that the message is actually for them. Now, since the universe and the spirits and angels also know that this is for a wide audience, there's going to be more than one or two people watching, the message may come across broad enough, or I may get multiple ideas, so that the message can be for multiple people. And it might not be for them directly. It might be because they're dealing with someone else that the message is for, or the way the message comes across, it could be interpreted easily for multiple people. Sometimes it becomes more focused, like I actually start getting a specific message. So we'll just see how things go. And so, since I normally would do this with friends and family who know me and know my background, and I would do the readings, and they would ask me for a specific question, like money or or a job or a family issue or something like that. That's what I would do here on this channel. During a live thing, if somebody had a question, I would just consult the cards and ask. So let's see. We're going to start with Aries. And since this is being recorded, I'm going to go ahead and write down the time. So for my Aries friends, and I'm not going to pull like my usual spread of cards, I do have the angel cards right there, and I do have the tarot cards here. And that's, you know, I find no reason to have like multiple decks or do things the way they're supposed to be done. I know there are readers out there that do things by the book, you know, shuffling the cards, cutting them a certain way, doing that. I do shuffle, and I do ask the question while I'm shuffling. I ask the universe, the spirits, the angels to come forward with the message. But I do it a little bit unconventionally because I believe they're coming through. They will give the message that they want to give. They already know. The universe already knows where those cards are, how I'm going to shuffle them. And as far as I'm concerned, they also know what question I'm going to ask, so they already have the answer already set up. And they know who's watching. That's how I see it. So for my Aries friends, let's just go ahead. I'm going to pull, first, I am going to pull an angel card. I'm just getting that for my Aries friends. What angelic message do you have for this time period, the beginning of September, maybe for the next month or so? Okay. Immediately a card popped. Let's see here. You have the Sonia card. And Sonia says, for my Aries friends, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So you got a message from the other side. If you recently lost someone, and I'm picking up an Aries person maybe watching who recently lost someone and they weren't there when it happened. Somebody in the hospital, or it was an accident. And you got sort of a guilty feeling, and you shouldn't, that you weren't there, or let's see, you're feeling guilty because maybe you weren't there, but also maybe because if it was an illness, maybe you could have helped them. Actually, this is a, you know, I'm getting a surgery that didn't happen. Like somebody passed because they could have gotten a transplant, and for whatever reason, someone's feeling guilty that maybe they could have helped. And they didn't get tested, or they were just afraid to go through the surgery themselves to transplant, like a kidney or a piece of their liver or something that they could have given, even if it's like a blood donation. There may have been some guilt. But with this card, you know, it's a message from your deceased loved one. I'm happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Don't worry. They're fine on the other side. That's what I'm picking up. And there was nothing you did that you should be feeling guilty about. So that's what I'm getting with the Sonia card. Let me see what else we've got. And I'm going to pull a major arcana card from the tarot deck for my Aries friends. Is there another message that my Aries friends need to know about? Maybe, you know, for the rest of September 2019, to go along with maybe the general recorded message that's already up on the channel. Let's see here. All right, the cards are acting kind of weird as I'm shuffling through them, so that usually means to me that a strong message is trying to come through. Okay. This card flipped out. You have the Chariot. Now, the Chariot represents actually a chariot. It could mean a new vehicle, new car. Maybe you're planning on getting a new car. Could mean travel in particular. The Chariot, it is an action card. It means you're going to do something. Maybe you're getting ready to do something. Maybe go on this trip or buy the new car. It also talks about change. Something is going to change. So multiple different ways you can look at that Chariot card. But I am getting the idea that somebody's getting a new car or they're going to take a trip. Maybe rent a car for a new trip. So something to keep in mind. Let me pull a minor arcana card and see if there's any more clarification. And I think that Sonia Angel card there is simply for a message that's unrelated to the tarot cards here. Okay. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the aces, as you probably already know, are gifts. I like to say they're gifts from the universe. I mean, you look at it. There it is. The universe is just handing to you. Now, pentacles are money or material things. It could also mean a job that pays better. The interesting thing with this card, now the ace, again, is a gift. The pentacles is talking about new money or a gift. It could also mean a promotion at work, something like that. But also, the picture itself has that doorway. And if you look at it, let me just put it up closer to the camera. The gift is beyond the door. And you got like this beautiful garden with the flowers right there on the front. But you've got the door, and beyond that door is that gift. So you have to open the door. And sometimes the message comes through, and I'm getting that now, that you have to open the door. So maybe you're going to be moving, taking a trip for a job interview or something. Maybe that's what the Chariot is all about. Maybe you're thinking about someone on the other side. Since I now have the other cards there, the message is coming up that someone significant to you is now on the other side, and their resting place is not far from where you are now, but you may have to open those doors to get your pentacle, your ace, and take a trip somewhere for a new job, maybe move to a new home, which is going to take you away from the place where your loved one is. And so you won't be able to visit them. It's like a cemetery that you want to visit. Your plan is to visit every week and put flowers on the gravesite or something like that. You won't be able to do that if you move away. But this is all for the better, and the person on the other side is saying that your loved one is at peace on the other side. So not to worry about it. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty that you have to move away and be far away from where they're resting, because they are at peace. And they're always in your mind, so their memory lives on in you. So I'm picking that up, my Aries friends. So there you go. Something nice. New car, possibly new job, new opportunity, new money coming in, a change, and you have that nice message from the other side. For some of you, that may just simply be you're thinking about someone who's on the other side. No guilt, nothing like that. Maybe you've just been thinking about them, and this message is just letting you know that person hears you. It could be as simple as that. And so if you've dreamt about somebody on the other side, or you're just thinking about them, just know that they hear you, they know you're thinking about them, and all is good. So they're at peace, and you should be too. And then these two cards are related completely differently. All right, that's all I'm picking up for my Aries friends. I I still see nobody in the chat room. So I'm going to continue on to my Taurus friends. Taurus. All right, just writing the times down because I will put them in the reading. So we have, for my Taurus friends, I'm going to pull an angel card for you. So spirits, angels, universe, please come forward. What message do you have for this time period, generally for the month of September, for this live reading, extra reading live for my Taurus friends? Any message? Okay. The card that flipped is the Opal card. Angel Opal card. And your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and his angels. So, again, kind of like the Aries card, you guys got this message possibly from the other side. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and his angels. And even though, it's the woman with the child there in the picture, I am also picking up pets. I know there's actually an angel card about pets, but I'm also getting your children on earth and in heaven. For somebody out there, you may have lost a pet recently, or multiple pets, and you've been thinking about them. And you consider them your children, especially like cats and dogs, maybe even guinea pigs and rabbits and stuff like that. If you're that kind of person that has pets, whether they be little critters or bigger ones, you consider them your children. So on earth and in heaven, they're all thinking about you, and they're all cared for by God and the angels. So, and they're happy and well cared for, and they're happy and well cared for because of you. So there you go, my Taurus friends. Now this could also mean, children could also be, if you're a teacher, you consider your class your children. And, this is grammar school, high school, middle school, college, teachers and professors, they consider their class their kids, even though in some cases they are adults. And they care about you. If you care about them, they're going to care about you, and they're being watched over. So it could be something like that. So if there's, every person's different. So there's different ways to look at that, but it's all good. All right, let's see what major message the major arcana cards have for you, my Taurus friends. What message do we have for my Taurus friends, also to go along with their general reading for the month of September 2019? All right, somebody outside just honked their horn, so, things happen for a reason. And I'm recording this, and I just asked that question. There was somebody honked their horn outside. So I think that there's a important message that is going to come through, and I am going through the major arcana cards. So for my Taurus friends, what is that important message about? All right, the cards are acting very, what I call, sticky and weird. So yeah, there is definitely a strong message attempting to come out. So let's see. Okay, you know what? For some reason, the major arcana cards just are not going through properly. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a minor card and give the angels and spirits a moment to think about the major one. What minor card represents the message for my Taurus friends? Please come forward with the message for my Taurus friends. Whoops, oh, okay, that card went flying. Sorry for the delay there. It actually flew on the floor. You got the Knight of Cups. Now, knights, kind of like pages, I consider to be messengers. Just throw that up there so you can see it. So the Knight of Cups, because they're, you know, they sort of come in on their horse there. He's not charging in. He's sort of what I like to say waltzing in. He's just coming in with his cup there. He's a caring person. He can also represent vanity. Could be a wedding. A charming person. This could be you, my Taurus friends. Maybe you're going to be carrying in the message. Maybe you're going to be part of a wedding, or you're getting married. Or you're going to make a proposal. He can be a romantic person. He's also bringing in the cup. I am getting sharing the cup. Now the Knights. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pull the major card, because I think it's gonna be tied to that Knight. What is the message for my Taurus friends to go along with that Knight of Cups? There might be a reason why I was convinced I should pull a minor one first and then the major one, because I think it's tied in that way. Okay, you have the Strength card. And it could mean literal strength, internal, external. You're bold. You have courage. You know, that kind of stuff with the Strength card. You love yourself. You know, you're happy. Maybe you're gathering your strength and your courage, and you have hope to go through the proposal to get married. Or you're getting ready to get married and you're having cold feet. Maybe you're wondering, like, is this the right choice? And this could be man or woman. You know, either way. You could be thinking, is this the right idea? And I think it is. You're just got, you know, the jitters, basically. You're going to be fine. I'm going to pull another angel card just to see if there's another message for my Taurus friends. Alright, this card flipped over, but it wound up flying back into the deck. Oh, wait, no, there's two here. Two cards actually flipped, and, like, as I was going through them, they wound up going back in. You got the Azure card and the Oceania card. Let me put them up in front of the camera. Now, the Oceania card says, take action. Okay, this fits. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Okay. So whatever's going on here, go ahead and move forward. Proposal, getting married, you're going to be fine. Trust your gut. You also got the Azure card. And your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. So everything's going to turn out all right. But if there's anything else you're concerned about, you're worried about, the outcome that you're hoping for, whatever it is, the Azure card's telling you it's going to happen. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. So there you go. I think that one's just unrelated. That could be job, it could be money, it could be anything. Whatever you're really hoping for, it's going to happen in the very near future. So you're going to be fine. With these other cards, tied unrelated to like wedding and romance, strength, I think you just need to take that at face value. You need to have strength. Period. End of story. And, you know, with this Knight of Cups, the other message I'm getting with this Knight of Cups is you put things in the cup, right? Now, some of the other cups could represent having too many choices, or you're worried about, you know, the cups that are knocked over, but there's some that are upright. You shouldn't, you know, don't dwell on what you don't have, and pay attention to what you do. So the cups carry things. Could be a good drink, or you can put stuff in them. And so I think, you know, the other intuitive message I'm getting here is unrelated again, no love, no marriage, no proposal. I'm also getting that this Knight is coming in with that cup. He's bringing it to you, and you're going to be able to put stuff in it. And I think that's related to these other cards here. Everything's going to turn out fine, and then, you know, your first angel card here, I think that's just a general message about your children. So whatever way, shape, or form that they are in your life, on earth and in heaven, are cared for by God and the angels, and they're happy and well. So that's just a nice message, and I think that's supposed to be maybe for one or two of you out there in particular, but I think it's just a general nice message. I think the other message is with all these other cards, and I do think they are related, my Taurus friends. All right, a little bit longer there, but I just had some feelings with those cards, and I needed to get some more information, Taurus. Okay, let me put these cards back so that I can go on to the next sign, which is Gemini. So, my Gemini friends, let's see. What angelic message do we have for my Gemini friends? I'm not getting. Let's see. Gemini, spirits, angels, please come forward for my Gemini friends. For some reason, I'm just not getting like a strong feeling for Gemini. Nothing against you, Gemini people, but what message do we have for my Gemini friends for September? You got the Maya card, which says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Now, schooling, study, and education doesn't necessarily mean actual going to school, although it could. It could also mean, if you're in the workplace, it could be you have to take a class, like a training session, something like that. So, something to keep in mind, my Gemini friends. This stuff will help you with your personal growth, and the angels will guide you and help you with this process. So, keep that in mind. I'm getting, now this could be for an actual student going back to school, high school, university, whatever, college. Or this could be a training session for a job. But I am picking up here that the person is thinking, why do I have to do this? Why am I taking this class or classes? Why do I have to take this training session? This is not really going to help me out. I already know. It's like, this is just going to be a waste of my time. I just want to do what I do, But this card is reminding you, my Gemini friends, Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So maybe this is something you're finding like tedious, mundane, silly, maybe unnecessary, but it's going to help you with your life's purpose, and the angels are going to help you out. Just ask for their help. They're there. I'm going to pull a major arcana card and see for my Gemini friends what the main... okay. What you got here? You got Judgment. And the first thing that comes to mind is Judgment in your favor. So something's going on. Judgment's going to be in your favor. This could be related to school and education or learning or something. Maybe you have to take a class. Maybe it's like a certification, or you have to do it in order to move forward in some respect. So that's what I'm picking up here, that you need to do this, and maybe it's because of a judgment. Maybe you did something that was considered wrong, or you don't have enough educational background for a new, not for a new job or position or what you're doing, but for like new policies. So everybody who's doing this job, or everyone who wants to do this, now has to be certified in that, or take a course in this. And you're thinking, oh, why do I have to do that? I'm already, whatever. I just don't want to do this. The judgment says it's in your favor. You have to. And it's for your own good. And it's going to help you out. That's what that card is saying. That's the only thing I'm picking up here for my Gemini friends. And I am picking up an actual course you have to take. Maybe it's for the degree, like you have to take the course, but also it could be for the job. Like you have to take this training, you have to take this course now. Maybe once a week for the next 5 weeks, you have to go at night, or during the day you got to go to this class or something. And you're like, oh, why do I got? It's going to help you out. It is for a reason, and the judgment will be in your favor. It's going to help you out. Now, the judgment card itself, taking away just the word, judgment, it's also a wake-up call. You look at the picture, it's, da-da-da-da, the horn from the sky. The angel's looking down and like, hey, you guys, here's your wake-up call. And they're looking up. So it's in your favor. It's for your own good. It's going to be good for you. But it could be just a wake-up call. So that may be applicable to some of you Gemini people out there. So something to keep in mind. You're getting that for a reason. That's all I'm getting. I don't need to pull a minor card, because I'm not getting any really strong message or the desire to pull another card for my Gemini friends. Nothing against you. It's just that's the only thing that's coming to mind. So there you go. Move on to Cancer. My Cancer friends, for the rest of September for this live reading, I am looking over at the monitoring screen, and nobody's in there. So maybe this was not a good idea to do it today. But let's see what the angel message is for my Cancer friends. And I'm not feeling any strong vibe from my Cancer friends either. But we'll see what happens when the card comes flying, which it just did, and it went upside down. Oh, another animal one for my Cancer friends. You got the Yvonne card. It says, you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. So I shouldn't say another one with animals. The other one was for children, which I was also getting. Children could be people or pets, because you consider them your family and your children. The Yvonne card is specifically talking about bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. And that's animals of all kinds. So, and maybe some of you consider your children animals, and so they're good too. So we can do that the other way too. Your little monsters that maybe are off to school and they're going to come home later. Um, uh, they're watched over by the angels too. Um, no, but that's specifically about animals. So something to keep in mind. Let's see what the major arcana has for my Cancer friends. What other message do you have for them for this time period, generally, September 2019? Okay. You got the Hierophant card. I call it the conservative card. It's sort of status quo, don't rock the boat. It's sort of a spiritual type of card, inner thought, being conformity, don't make waves. But it's also a spiritual card, and it's a very peaceful card. That's always what I get with the Hierophant. Whenever I see the Hierophant, it's like he's very, very peaceful. I mean, just look at it. And in the picture, you got the blue sky with a few puffy clouds in the back. And introspective, maybe meditation type stuff. That's what I'm picking up with that particular card. And I'm thinking it has to do with pets. So maybe you lost a pet and you're thinking about them. That's what I'm picking up. And I see somebody has in the chat room. So, Jaslyn Autumn Rose, it looks like. Hello there. I'll wave in the camera. There we go. Welcome to the channel. So, my Cancer friends, that's all I'm really picking up. Again, I'm not getting any major message. I'm going to pull a minor card, or, another angel card. That's what they're sort of staring at me there. I'm going to check out, see if there's another angel card that wants to pop forward. For my Cancer friends. All right. The card that... Okay, now this is... All right, so this card flipped out. I have to... Okay, you got the Mystique card, which I really like. You talk about charging. There he is. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. All right, so if you've been thinking about something, here's what I'm getting now. Your pets are fine, but you've been concentrating, you've been in deep thought, you've been hoping for something to happen. This card is confirming it. Keep charging ahead. Miraculous solutions will appear. The word miraculous means something. It's a miracle. Relying on your faith. Faith, miracles. That's what I'm getting here. You've been thinking about something. You've been waiting. You've been meditating. You've been concentrating. You've had faith that something is going to happen. Keep charging ahead. It's going to happen. Miraculous solutions will appear. Whatever it is, could be job, could be money, could be romance. You're hoping. You got that Hierophant card. That Hierophant card also represents expecting. Not as in like expecting a baby, but like you have expectations. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Keep charging ahead. Whatever this is, it's going to work out. Looks like Jaslyn Autumn Rose is gone. But now, Azael? No Spanish on this channel. Sorry about that. No channel. No Espanol. No hablo Espanol. Inglés. on this channel. All right, so some people coming into the chat room, but if you can understand English, welcome aboard. Anyway, so we have done up to Cancer, and maybe I'll go a little bit past 3 o'clock. That's perfectly fine. The next sign up is Leo, so let me take these away. For my Cancer friends. And Leo will be up next. Leo, let's see. Let me see if I'm picking up anything right away. Not really. The message I'm getting right off the top of my head is for my Leo friends is status quo. So let's see what the angels have to say. Status quo, which whenever I hear that in my brain, whenever that comes through, like status quo is like, Leo, you're doing all right. Everything is going fine. Just go with the status quo. Check out your other message, the general reading for the month of September. But what angelic message do we have for my Leo friends right now for the rest of September? Okay. You got the Astara card, which I really, really like. This is the Reach for the Stars card. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. So, my Leo friends, status quo, that came to my mind first. And then you've got this card, reach for the stars, don't compromise. Just keep going forward and everything will be okay. And reaching for the stars is reaching for something really good. So let's see here. For my Leo friends, what major arcana card goes along with the Astara card to extend that message, or maybe something different? And another message for my Leo friends. What else would you like them to know? So let's see here. Okay, this is interesting. You got the Death card. Now, Death card, some people think it's scary. Some people take that card as literal death. But no, it means something is going to end. It's the end that leads to the beginning. And as I always say with these cards, there's not really any truly negative cards, because even the darker ones have light in the background. Something has to end for something to begin. You have death, but then you also have birth. So something has to end. So reaching for the stars. You got the Astara card. So something's got to end. Reach for the stars for something new to begin. I'm going to go ahead and pull a minor card. Let's see here. For my Leo friends, what minor card message do you want for my Leo friends to go along with the Death and the Astara cards there? Okay. This is the one that flipped out. You got the Two of Wands. Twos talk about duality or choices, and the Two of Wands is talking about maybe some type of partnership. It could also be discovery. You're just discovering new. Again, reaching for the stars, something new. With that Two of Wands. It also, you look at the picture, he's waiting. He's looking at the world and he's looking out. And he's just waiting. So you're waiting for something. Something's got to end. Reach for the stars for that new beginning. But right now you're waiting. And you may, or maybe you have to wait a little while for that. So something to keep in mind, my Leo friends. So keep those things in mind. Now, if you are listening in the chat room, this is a live reading, so if you do have a specific question, I will be happy to jump off the signs and jump into what you're doing there. So, the question that you have. So, if you are watching, feel free to type something in the chat room. I'm not actually typing back because I'm doing this stuff live. So I'm not going to go over and start typing because then you'll just hear me typing on the computer, and that's kind of silly. So if you have a question, I will be happy to answer it here on the live stream. Okay? All right. So that's all I'm getting for my Leo friends. Again, something has to end for something to begin, and that death card is the sign that it has to end for that new beginning. And you got that a star card, so reach for the stars. You deserve the best. So whatever that means to you, could be relationship too, could be career, could be money, could be anything. One thing has to end, something new is going to begin. You deserve the best. Reach for those stars, my Leo friends. Once again, if you are watching, please feel free to drop in a question if you have it in the chat room. We are live. I am live here, and I'm going through the signs only because nobody was watching earlier. But if you have a specific question, I will be happy to see what the cards have to say for you. Just type it into the room. Again, I'm not typing myself because I'm here. I'm waving. I don't want you to be hearing me typing on the computer. So there's no one else here. So I will do the readings that way. All right. With that said, we're now going to move on to Virgo. Okay. So, spirits, angels, what message do you have for my Virgo friends from the angel cards? And that's weird. I just picked up the cards and one went flying. So I'm not even going to go through them because this card just sort of flew out, and it was not from the end of the deck either. It just sort of came out as I picked them up. And you got an archangel, which means it's important. The archangels are the most important to me. So when this card pops, if an archangel card pops, it means it's important. So there was a reason why. You got Gabrielle. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. So, and that could be a number of different things. Communication and the arts. That, and arts are so many different things. It doesn't just mean like artistic type stuff. I mean, some type of artistic thing. That's what that stands for. So, that's important to you. I'm going to see if I can fix the lighting here a little bit because that card is getting a lot of reflection on it. I'm not picking up anything more than actually what the card stands for. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a major arcana card to see if there is another major message that goes along with Archangel Gabrielle for my Virgo friends for this time period, generally for September 2019. All right. Sometimes, these cards just sort of flip certain ways, and I'm just going through them, and they flip themselves over in the deck while I'm going through them, and then one or two cards may pop. You have the card that flipped over, and it's kind of funny because it was like very weird how it happened. You got the Magician. So I'm getting it's almost like magical. And what's nice about the Magician is he's got everything. He's got the pentacle, he's got the wand, he's got the sword, he's got the cup. He can mix them up and make magic. He can make things happen. He can manifest whatever he wants. That's what you can do, my Virgo friends. You can do anything. That's what I'm getting. And you have this, you know, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So if you're having some insecurities, maybe you're working something or you're doing something, but you're like dreaming like, I could do this thing that has to do with communication and the arts, which again could be a number of different things. That's your important life purpose. You can make that happen, my Virgo friends. I'm just going to go ahead and pull a minor card, and I'm going to ask this question. If my Virgo friend or friends that are watching follow through and follow through with the communication and the arts, and don't let their insecurities get in the way, they manifest it. What's the message that they have if they follow through? What is that message for my Virgo friends? All right, let's see what card pops. Okay, this one. You have the Four of Wands. You talk about a happy card. It's one of my happy cards. There you go. The Four of Wands. I like that card. Now, fours talk about foundation, and this is talking about home, peace, happy family. You have that foundation. Everything is good. So, you know what the question was. I asked about these two cards, and the spirits came forward with this. The universe told us, if you follow through with that important life purpose, you manifest it, you do what you need to do, you make it happen, you will be happy. Don't let your insecurities get in the way. That's what I'm getting. Don't let those insecurities get in the way. So, my Virgo friends, keep that in mind. That's all I'm getting is, and if you're not in the communication and arts, if it's something else, it might just be communications. Like, you have to communicate. And it doesn't necessarily mean media or something like that. Maybe you have to do something, a job where you actually have to talk to people. And that is your important life purpose. Don't let securities hold you back. Manifest it. Make it happen. You're the magician. And everything, you're going to have that great foundation. Happy home. Everything's going to be happy. You're going to have a party over it. If you make it happen, it's going to be good. Now, I see we do have someone else in the chat room or somebody else watching. Again, join the chat room. If you have a question, I will be happy to answer it with the cards. I'm just going through the signs. We just finished Virgo. So if you have a specific question, you can just type it in there. I don't need your sign. If you want to give it to me, that's perfectly fine. But you don't have to do that. Okay. All right. So now we move on. Since I've seen no questions in the chat room, we'll move on to Libra. Just gotta write the time down here because I will put the times on the thing. Let's see, Libra for this time period right around now, and for maybe the rest of September, maybe going into October. What angelic message do we have for my Libra friends that may be watching? Libra. Okay, let's see. These cards are acting kind of weird, so, here we go. This card flipped. You got one of my favorite cards. I love this card. You got the Fiona card. Fiona, and look at the picture. She's like holding her arms out. She's like, "You asked. Here you go." Big smile on her face. She might as well be like holding out like a pan of cookies. I'm always thinking like this picture should be like a nice meal or desserts or something that she's holding. She's like, "Here you go. You asked, I'm going to bring a smile to your face because here it is. She goes, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. There you go. So, my Libra friends, if you've been wondering and asking for some help, here you go. The universe hears you. The angels have heard you. Now you just got to be willing to pay attention. That's what that card is saying. You've asked heaven for heaven's help. You've asked the universe for help. Here you go. Ta-da! And she's just holding it out like, there you go. Here's your batch of cookies. You know? So let's see. In the major arcana cards, what message do we have for my Libra friends to go with the Fiona here you go card? Let's see here. All right, you've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess card. Okay. Now, the High Priestess, she's a little bit mysterious. You know, you look at the picture, she's got that moon there at her feet, and the moon can be a little bit mysterious. The High Priestess, though, and I apologize for the buzzing in the background because they're doing some work across the street, and now we're getting some noises. The High Priestess is talking about intuition. Follow your intuition. And maybe that intuition is part of the angel's help that you're getting there from Fiona. I'm seeing if anything else comes. She's also talking about trust yourself. Trusting yourself. You got that feeling. Trust it. So whatever you've been thinking about, you need some help, follow your gut. The angels are there for you. They're going to hand it over to you. They're going to say, here you go. You know, on this card, we have the letters B and J. Let me just bring it up a little bit closer to the camera. Now, they have their own meanings, but I think the letters B and J are significant. They could be initials, the letter B or the letter J. Somebody whose name, first name or last name begins with the letter B or the letter J, or both of them, JB, BJ. I think for someone out there, that those letters actually have a meaning, and they may not be initials. They might be, or they could be the letters in the name of a company or business or a friend or something like that. So I think those letters do have a significant meaning. Sometimes they seem to pop as being meaningful, and today is one of those days where that's happening. So I think those letters actually mean something. I'm going to go ahead and pull a minor card for my Libra friends for this time period and see. Okay, you've got the King of Wands that popped out. That was rather quick. Kings are always good. Kings are the masters, so this could be you. You could be the master. And the King of Wands is talking about being a visionary, a leader, an entrepreneur, you know, someone who can do things for themselves. I am getting visionary. So I think this is you, my Libra friends. You can be the leader. You have the vision. You've asked the universe for help. You're going to get it. Listen to your inner self. There could be a little bit of mystery going on here. Something mysterious. Maybe this is an idea. You know what? This could be... You're going out into the unknown, like you're going to take a chance. You have this idea. The universe, the angels have heard you. You're going to get all the help you need. You just need to push forward, and everything's going to be fine. You will be the king in this particular case. So that's something to keep in mind, my Libra friends. That's all I'm picking up for you. And we are running a little bit overtime, but that's okay, because it's now 3:07 Eastern Time. So I will finish up the signs because there's been no questions in the chat room. So nobody wants a question answered. So let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, let me just write down that time. Scorpio, my Scorpio friends, for generally the rest of this month of September, maybe going into October, what angelic message do you have for my Scorpio friends? And let's see, we have Alicia now in the chat room. Hello there, Alicia. I'll wave to you. There you go. If you have a question for the cards, I will be happy to get to that right after I do Scorpio. So if you have a particular question that you would like answers, go ahead and type it into the chat room because I'm doing this live and I'm not typing. You don't want to hear me typing on the computer. So angels, spirits, please come forward. What do you have for my Scorpio friends? What angelic message do you have? Let's see. Alright, the cards are acting a little weird, which usually means there's a strong message trying... Oh, okay. This is the card that flipped out, and it flipped right onto my chest. Alright, you got the Chantal Angel card. And Chantal, and I haven't seen this one in a while, but it's a romance. A new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion to your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. So there you go, my Scorpio friends. You've got some love coming your way. And that's, I mean, you don't get a stronger message than the Chantal card. I mean, it's pinkish color. And it's literally saying you got love coming your way. Again, reignited passion with someone else or someone new. So let's see. Major Arcana card. Is there something to go along with that Chantal card? And you have the Chariot. Just popped. Maybe you're getting a new car, or you're going to be traveling. Maybe you're going to travel to be with someone new. Or you're going to take a trip and meet someone who you're going to fall head over heels for. Or they're going to come to you with that Chariot card. Now, the Chariot card, which, can mean a lot of different things. It does talk about change. So a new love would be change. New romance would be a change in your life. Again, it represents a journey, a trip. It's an action card, so it means you're going somewhere. I think it is tied into this new romance. So either maybe you've got this new romance, it just started, it's imminent, and you're going to take a trip with this person. You're going to go on a little mini vacay or something like that. So something to think about with those cards. I'm going to pull a minor card, see if there's any more information for this for my Scorpio friends. Just shuffle these a little bit. Is there another card from the minor arcana to go along with Chantal and the Chariot? Let's see. Oh, and this card flipped out. And you guys have the Three of Wands. And the guy there or lady is looking out. Ships are coming in with those Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Now, threes themselves are creativity. Three of Wands is talking about abundance. You're planning something. Maybe you're planning that trip. Again, you're looking out over the water there. It could also represent foresight, like you've got the foresight of something. I do think this is talking about, your ships are coming in. You got this new romance, a trip involved, abundance. Maybe, and you know what? All right, is somebody out there taking a trip to, like Atlantic City or Las Vegas or something like that with a new love. You can take a little mini vacation. You're going to gamble a little bit, and you're going to win. You're going to have some abundance coming in. It's going to be happy, happy, joy, joy, as they say. Or this new romance, because I mean that's what that card's all about. You're going to be taking a travel for. Maybe you're going to move. You're going to get married, and you're going to move, and it's going to be for a new job, a new adventure. Your ships are coming in, which is going to lead to more money, something like that. Or these two cards may have nothing to do with this. This could be a journey for a new job that's going to lead to more money. And as a bonus, you're going to find someone else. New relationship. Reignited passion with someone else or someone new. I'm actually leaning toward the reignited passion. I'm leaning toward... I'm actually getting like... Things get worked out. Like you separated from someone, then you both realized you were meant for each other. I'm just picking that up. It's not a new romance. It's a reignited romance. And it's going to be all good. And this is a new adventure. It's almost like you've started over. I'm picking that up. So that's another way we can look at this. Maybe you're going to take that mini journey. You're going to take that little travel, and you're going to take that trip, and everything is going to work out. Your ships will come in, and it's going to lead to possibly a marriage. So reignited passion. This could also be a separation. This is what I'm also picking up: a separation, and divorce papers have already been like written up, but both sides are now realizing you are meant for each other. This is truly a case of, oh my goodness, we both made a mistake. We both need to get back together. We are meant for each other. Maybe it was a fight or miscommunication in the past. Maybe somebody was thought to be cheating, but they weren't. And now it is known that nobody did anything wrong. It's reignited passion. You're going to take that trip together. Everything's going to be fine. Reignited passion. That's what I'm getting here. This Chantal new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. So you both have to be open to allowing it to happen. That's what I'm picking up there. So I hope that's true, my Scorpio friends. All right. So now we move on to Sagittarius. Looks like nobody's in the chat room again. Sagittarius, let me just put down the time. Sagittarius. What angelic message do we have for my Sagittarius friends? Angelic message, Sagittarius, for the rest of September, maybe going into October. But what do they need to know in this live reading? Sagittarius. Something's weird with these cards. Give me just a moment. I'm going to shuffle them again. Sagittarius. All right. What message do you have for my Sagittarius friends? Okay. Now, this is kind of weird because the cards were acting kind of funny, and you got the Vanessa card. And I wasn't picking up like anything super spectacular. And it says, to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. Okay, Sagittarius, if you're trying to make a decision, Something's up. This could be work, could be love, it could be money, could be anything. To make your decision, you're making a decision. Ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? And I am getting that very strongly, that question. To make your choice, which way is leading you the way you know it should be? Which way is not the way it should be? Think about that, my Sagittarius friends. I'm going to go ahead and pull a Major Arcana card to see what your main message is to go along with that. All right. You have the Moon card. A little bit mysterious with that Moon card. Now, the Moon card is talking about dreaming. It could be a little bit of mystery, paying attention to your dreams, communication with the spirit world. If you know the little voice inside, if you suddenly get that little voice that tells you something, maybe that's going to lead you to your divine life purpose. It's going to lead you to the one that's going to be good, not the one that's going to take you away from it. You need to pay attention to those things. May seem a little murky, dark. You know, the moon's out at night. Of course, the moon can be out in the daytime, but that's what you need to think about. I'm going to pull a minor card to see if there's some clarification on this. But definitely, you need to make the decision that's going to lead you down the right path. And you know what that is. You have to pay attention to your inner self. Oh, okay. And then you can be the Queen of Swords. You can be the Queen. The Queen of Swords, now the Queens talk about being influential. And the Queen of Swords is talking about being clear, clearing away stuff. She's also sensitive. She has pride. She is the queen, obviously. She also is, she can be funny. Laughter, you know, sense of humor. So, maybe the decision you have to make that's going to lead you down the right path rather than the wrong one, taking you away from your life purpose. I think there's some humor in this. A little bit. What's going to make you smile with that Queen of Swords? And you know, she's got sort of a poker face. Let me just bring it up here close to the camera. This way. You just look at her. She's got her sword. She is the queen, so she's got a lot of pride, but she's got that poker face. She's not really smiling. She should. That's what I'm getting. She should. You should. You should be smiling. Get out of the mystery. Follow your gut instinct. Follow your intuition. And you can be that queen, and the queen will smile again. Isn't that nice? With that Queen of Swords. She is self-sufficient, so I think money's not an issue. She can take care of herself. She's also, you know, she's a very honest person, and I'm getting brutally honest. Like, she could hurt your feelings, but she's just being honest. So if this is you, it may be, you know, the time to smile a little bit and just laugh something off. Like if somebody asks you something or you feel the need you need to say something and be brutally honest. And this is not just being honest with somebody. This is, you know, borderline being a little bit nasty. Just laugh. Just smile. Let it go. Because I don't think that's your life purpose. Choose the right path. Do the right thing. Don't be the stick in the mud. Follow your gut instinct. I'm just getting this idea, with that Vanessa card, to make your decision. Ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? You want to be happy. You want people around you to be happy. You don't want to be too strict and stern. Follow your gut. I think, some of that stuff I just said, maybe just like a sidebar. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more angel card for you, my Sagittarius friends, and see if there is something else. Okay. You got the Omega card. I like this one. Victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So something good is coming. Whatever you're thinking about, you know what that path is. So go ahead. Your desire is coming to fruition. So I think this is a good card. You just need to do things right. Okay? So keep that in mind, my Sagittarius friends. And Alicia is in the chat room. Hello there, Alicia. I do see you. I'm not typing in the computer, but yes, you can ask a question. Go right on ahead. I'll give you a moment because I know there's a little bit of delay between live and when it goes out on YouTube. But yes, go ahead and ask your question, and I will pull the cards for you. Because my next sign will be Capricorn, but I will do that right after your question. I'll give you just a moment to do that. Let's see here. Let me just put these cards where they're supposed to be. All right. Okay. So, Alicia, if you are paying attention, if you're listening, go ahead, type in your question. Yes, you can ask a question. Okay. So hopefully you're watching live and not all the way from the beginning. Okay, I do not see any question there. So I'm just going to go ahead to Capricorn. So let me just put this down. Capricorn. What angelic message do we have for Capricorn? And Alicia, yes, I will get to let's see, you want a love reading. So yes, I can do that for you right after I'm done with Capricorn. Because spirits and angels are giving me the message for Capricorn right now. And let's see, you've got the Maya cards. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Now again, schooling could also be, like I've said before with this card, or any cards that have to do with schooling and study. It could also be with work. It could be a course you have to take, a certification or something like that. Or, like I said, it could also be general schooling, high school, grammar school, anything like that. So, schooling, study, it will help your life's purpose. That's something you need to keep in mind. That's what I'm getting for you, my Capricorn friends. That this card is all about, and I'm getting the same thing that I got earlier. Even though you might think you're taking a course or a class or whatever, and it's not relevant, it really is. It's going to help with your life's purpose. What I'm getting here right now is to pull a minor card, not a major card for you, my Capricorn friends. So to go along with the Maya card, what do we have for my Capricorn friends to go along from the minor arcana with that card about schooling? What else do they need to know? Okay. You got the Ace of Pentacles. The gift. I love this card. But it's got that doorway. You know, the pentacle's waiting for you, which is material things, or it could be money. But you got to go through that door. Open the door. your schooling, your study, that course you have to take for work or whatever, is going to help you open the door to that Ace of Pentacles, the gift from the universe that's waiting for you. It's right there. The universe is saying, here you go. That's the message I'm getting. You do this, it's going to help you out. So keep that in mind. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So even if it's hard, they're going to help you out because it's leading to this. That is what I'm getting. And it's funny because I've been pulling a major arcana card after I pull the angel card, but something told me to pull the minor card for you, and you got that ace. So I can't help but think that those two are now related. That's why those cards came out the way they did. So for my Capricorn friends, if you're watching, you're wondering, why do I have to take this class? Why do I have to take this certification? I don't need to do this. It means nothing. It's going to help your personal growth. And it's going to help you get that Ace of Pentacles, which is waiting for you. All you have to do is do that. Open the door. You've got the key. Boom. You are there. And you get that gift from the universe. And that's a very short and sweet message for my Capricorn friends. So I hope that resonates with you. And I hope your studies and everything work out because you got that ace sitting right there waiting for you. All right. Now, Alicia in the chat room was asking for a love reading. So let's see about love for Alicia. So what angelic message do we have for Alicia regarding love from the angel cards? What angelic message do we have about love for Alicia in the chat room? All right. Okay, now this is interesting. I think it's going to be up to you, Alicia, because you got the Athena card. And you know what? There is sort of a pinkish tone to this card, which I will take as love. But she says, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So the word love is in the card. So this may seem like it's a card about work or a relationship or something, but it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way. So this is telling me you're going to be the one who's going to go for the love. You're going to be the one who's going to ask somebody to be the boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. You're going to be the aggressor, but you know how to do it in a loving way. So this is telling me you're going to be the person who's, Alicia, you're going to be the one who's going to go out there and find that person, and you're going to go to them and say, hey, I want to talk. What's your phone number? You know? Were you sent from the angels? Something like that. Let me see what the major arcana has to say regarding love for Alicia in the chat room to go along with the Athena card, who knows how to lovingly assert herself. Let's see. What message do we have for Alicia from the major arcana cards? Okay, you have the Empress. And I think this is you. I mean, the Empress. Sitting out there, all content, out there in the grass. Alicia is the Empress. How do you like that? Now, the Empress... Now, this is pretty cool because you're asking about love, and the Empress represents fertility, creation, could also represent pregnancy, and good parenting. So I would argue that the angels and spirits are coming right through for Alicia and saying, you're going to be a good parent. Go, you're the go-getter. That's what's coming through. You're the person who's going to go out there. You're the fertile person. You're the one who's going to get pregnant, obviously. And you're going to be a good parent. So this is all going to work out because you know how to be assertive in a loving way. So you're the go-getter. And you're going to be the Empress. You're going to be the happy mom. That's what I'm picking up here. And I see we got Noelle in the chat room. Hello there, Noelle. So let me pull a minor card to go along with this love question for Alicia. Let's see. Okay. You've got the Two of Pentacles to go along with this. Now, the twos talk about duality, making a choice of some kind. But they're pentacles, which is usually money or material type things. In this case, the Two of Pentacles can be somebody who's busy, multitasking. You know, he's juggling the Two Pentacles. Decisions to be made. So, you know, related to love, this could be you may have to decide between two people, or juggling your love life with your work life. And maybe you're pregnant or going to be pregnant soon. You'll have to be juggling how are you going to deal with that and your home life, you know, and work maybe. Only you know, Alicia, how that works out better. But this is talking about juggling stuff and having a lot of stuff on your plate. Duality of some kind. But it also could just mean you're going to be busy. And maybe you're going to be busy looking for that significant other. You know, there's different ways to look at it. But I mean, these two cards are totally related. So, I mean, you're a busy person. I mean, that's all this card could mean. The Two of Pentacles. You know what also I'm getting here? Just looking at the card, he's juggling, but he's also very carefree. Look how this guy is dressed. So, you know, sometimes to me, it's the picture itself. Maybe you're the kind of like really carefree you're a fun person. That's what I'm getting. You know, this person here is just having a good time. Yes, there's meaning here, but also it could simply mean you're a very like fun-loving person, and maybe you even know how to juggle. So how do you like that? So there you go, Alicia. I hope that helps you out. I think you're going to be the aggressor. You're going to find that love, and you're going to be a good mom. You know, you're going to be the person. You're going to be that. You're going to be the Empress, sitting out there, thoroughly enjoying life. I think that's all going to work out. I will pull one more angel card just to clarify things a little bit more. Let's see here. One more for Alicia to go along with those cards regarding love for Alicia. Any other messages here? Okay. These cards, I need to shuffle them again. Hang on for just a second. And Noelle, yes, I can do something general for you in just a moment. Let's see, what other message to go along with the cards that are already out there for Alicia. Come on, a card come flying out to go along for her love reading. Okay. This is just a generally nice one. You got the Ray card. And Ray says, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So, you know, when I see this card, I immediately get, maybe you're juggling so much, maybe you're so busy, you need to take some time and just relax. So, Alicia, if this is you, yoga and exercise, or, you know, maybe you just need to go out in the woods and take a chair with you and sit back and enjoy the flowers and the butterflies, or go someplace peaceful. And you just need some tranquility in your life. And that could be a good thing. And that could also help with finding love. Maybe you'll be going somewhere for some yoga or exercise, and that's where you're going to find your significant other. Could be. There's different ways you can take a look at that, right? All right. So, there we go. All right. So now, before we move on to Aquarius and then finally Pisces, in the chat room, we do have Noel. And Noel was asking about a general reading. So, sure thing, Noel. Let me just take these away. All right. Spirits, angels, what angelic message do you have for my friend in the chat room, Noel Smith? And you're quite welcome, Alicia. Okay. What angelic message do you have for Noel in the chat room? General. Okay, 2 angel cards come flying out. Okay. So, Noel, this is interesting. Maybe you've been having a dream or thinking about somebody because you got the Sonia card, which is a message from the other side. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So if there's someone on the other side you've been thinking about, there you go. You got a message from them. You also have the Francesca card that popped. They came out together. And that card is, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So if there's something you've been thinking about doing, or, something you want or something like that, visualize it if it's your desire, and it will come about. Don't be negative. This could be money. This could be romance, it could be home life, it could be anything. Work, a job, anything like that. So, something to keep in mind. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a major arcana card. And I see Chris is also in the chat room. So, hello, Chris. Yes, I will get to you in just a minute. So let's see. I'm still with Noel here. What major arcana card goes along with the general reading for Noel to go along with those 2 cards? As for that deceased loved one, I'm getting a grandparent or great-grandparent, or I'm getting an aunt. There's an aunt who's on the other side. I don't know. It just popped into my head. Anyway, let's see here. All right, the major card that popped for you is Judgment. Now, the Judgment card could just be a message that you're suddenly getting, like loud and clear, like, ta-da, a wake-up call type thing. Or it literally is a judgment that's going to be in your favor. And thank you, Noel, for that message there. So I didn't want to say the word accident because I don't like to sometimes bring things like that up because it may resonate too strongly. But yeah, I actually did see somebody crossed over in an accident, and I wasn't sure if it was a grandparent or aunt, but aunt definitely came through loud and clear. So I think that message is from her to you, that she's at peace on the other side and loves you very much. So definitely. And, you know, the way that card popped out, it's not associated with these. It just came out with them. I think that's confirmation enough for you that just, you know, even if it was just in passing, or maybe you recently saw a picture, or you just thought like Aunt so-and-so, whoever it is, they just want to come through and let you know that they know that you were thinking about them at some point. And it may have just been in a dream too. So, or maybe she visited you in a dream. So there you go. But I think this is the wake-up call, judgment in your favor. And this could be legal, or it could just be something silly. It could be like a family thing, or you're getting a refund on something because somebody else made a mistake. It's judgment in your favor. something as simple as that. So it could be either of those. But you know, this desire card, I'm really getting, if you're thinking about something, you're trying to make a decision or whatever, don't be negative. If it's a case of whatever it is, if you're thinking about something and you're like, oh, no, maybe I can't, maybe it's not a good idea, I would like this to happen, but no, I think you should just go with it, and don't be negative. I think that's what the whole point of that card is. So just a general message there, and nice that you did get that message from the other side. They're always nice when they come through and just let you know that they are paying attention and they are listening. So there you go, Noelle. I hope I see your message in there that you need to be more positive. So yeah, don't let negativity hold you back. So this is just another message reminding you of that. You know this already. The universe is just coming forward and reminding you. And I find that happens a lot in these cards, and also when I get messages, even for myself, it just happens. You know, the messages come through and they just sort of tell you what you already know, and you're like, yeah, I know. Thanks for the reminder. You know, it's one of those type of things. Now, Chris wants to know a message from their guardian angel. So let's see. Chris in the chat room wants to know about a message from their guardian angel. So let's see. Spirits, angels, universe, please come forward. I do have the angel cards here. What angelic message do you have for Chris that's in the chat room, paying attention right now? Wow. For a 1 hour live stream, I'm going on to almost 2 hours. So, but it's fine. It's okay. So let's see here. I am going to be wrapping this up soon, though. Let's see here. Chris in the chat room. What angelic message? Okay. This is interesting. Well, your question was, could I have advice from my guardian angel? And I guess your advice is this card. You got the Seraphina card. And Seraphina says, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. So this could be a birth, a marriage. As I sometimes say, this could also be a divorce. I know divorces we think of as like negative and maybe bad, but sometimes divorces can actually be happy. I know it sounds sort of counterintuitive, but sometimes it's one of those things that's just meant to be. So I don't know what's happening in your situation, but you're asking for advice from your guardian angel, and you know that could be it. It could be a birth. It could be a marriage. It could be adoption. It could be any of those things. Whatever resonates with you, but it has something to do with a happy change or addition is coming to your family. It could also be a move. It could also be a move. That's a happy change. A happy change could also be getting a new car. Like, oh, we're finally going to get rid of that old garbage car. We're going to get something nice. And the whole family's happy because it's like, yeah, now the seatbelts work, you know, or we don't have to stop and put water in the cooling system because it's leaking, you know, something as simple as that. I'm going to go ahead and pull another angel card for you, Chris, just to see if there's any other like confirmation, because you're asking about advice from your guardian angel. So advice for Chris from the guardian angels. Because maybe I didn't ask the question quite properly before. And, oh, you got one of my favorites. This is actually my angel card. I always dream about this particular archangel, and it's kind of funny because you're asking for your guardian angel, but you got the head honcho, as I like to say it. You got Archangel Michael, who's the protector. So there's your advice. You got the protector giving you a message of, I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. You talk about a good card. Again, Archangel Michael is my guardian angel. He comes up all the time when I read for myself, because I have my own problems right now. And when that card pops, I'm just like, yes, there you are again. Another coincidence. Archangel Michael pops forward. So when he pops up in any reading, I'm just like, oh, here we go. He's coming up forward to protect, and he's also helping you, with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. And maybe that's going to help your family be happy. I'm just going to go ahead and show this because I do have the Archangel Michael symbol here, which somebody gave me several years ago, because it was another reader who, I didn't even say this to them. They told me that Archangel Michael was my guardian angel, so, and my archangel that watches over me. So, anyway, and some people call me a protector too. So, anyway, kind of nice when he pops up. I figure I'd just throw that in there. So there you go. So head honcho, I call him, Archangel Michael, helping you out. He's there for you. So that's really, really nice. And so know that you're protected, and he's giving you the courage to make the life changes that are all good in your life. So, and hopefully it'll make for a happy family. There you go, Chris. All right. So now let's move on to meditating with Archangel Michael can be a lot of fun. I mentioned this in the beginning of the reading, back when like nobody was watching, so you'll have to go way back in the video or watch the replay or whatever. But I have, one of the things, it's actually in one of my earlier videos, is I have crossed over several times to the other side and come back. I've been clinically, as they say, deceased. One of those times was for over 10 minutes, well over 10 minutes. So, but I knew I was coming back. I do have a story of each time, and I knew it was not my time. So, as a science person, my total background, my educational background is all about proof and evidence and science. I also do this stuff because I have my own experiences, and I do believe the universe and the spirits and angels are all around us because we're part of the universe. We're part of that energy. There's no way to get around it. And so that's my own personal belief. And so I think the names that we give them and the symbols and the way that we deal with them is like humanity, three-dimensional ways that we can cope with it, but we are still part of this bigger collection of energy, and that's what I think comes through on these cards. That energy is manifesting these messages for everybody who's watching and coming through. So that's why I really don't do the astrology type stuff, because I don't find that really ties in with the energy of the universe. That's just positions of planets and stuff, which you're perfectly fine to believe in. I use the signs specifically for categorization because everybody knows their sign, but I don't really follow the astrology religion. It's a belief. I go with the actual energy from the universe itself and what messages come through in my dreams and what comes through in the cards. That's why I don't do the readings in the conventional way that you're supposed to do, because I believe that the angels and spirits, the universe, already knows who's watching. They already know where the cards are. They know how I'm going to shuffle them and what's going to pop, because they're going to make them pop. So they already know what the message is going to be. So I don't have to do it any specific ritualistic way. I can just put them out there because the universe already knows what message is supposed to go out. They're going to take care of that. I'm just the messenger. So that's how I see it. So, anyway, got that out of the way. Let's see, we've got I hope I pronounced the name right, Pooja or Pooja, in the chat room. General reading, something about career and love. So you know what? And thank you, Chris, for that. Yeah, I try to have a positive vibe. Even like I said, even with the darker cards like Death card or Tower or whatever, there's always light in the background. And I always believe that the universe and the what we call spirits and angels are trying to guide us to something better or get us out of bad situations, no matter what. So that's how I see it. So the messages do tend to be positive because even if we're in a bad situation, it's going to end. And I can honestly say for the last several months, I'm in a very bad situation personally, looking for work, lost a really good job, but I've been getting lots and lots of very positive messages. Online, I look at other people's readings, and I do some for myself, and I'm waiting and hoping something good does happen. And the messages are so consistent that I have to remind myself to be positive sometimes because it can be very, very difficult. But anyway, Pooja in the chat room, yes, we can do your reading right now. I still do have Aquarius and Pisces I can get to. I am running a little bit overtime, but that's okay. It's almost an hour. When I've done internet radio type stuff, my shows always run overtime. So anyway, let's see. For Pooja, and I'm not sure the exact pronunciation. The spirits and angels, general reading, something about career and love for Pooja in the chat room from the angel cards. So let's see, maybe we can get a card that sort of covers all those things. What angelic message do we have for Pooja Chaudhary in the chat room? Okay. All right. You got the Leela card, which I haven't seen in a very long time. It's one of those very pretty cards. Here's the message from the angels. Spend some time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So, time to take that little walk in the woods, as they say, or go sit in the park and meditate, or just de-stress, and think about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels, the universe, to help you gain a positive perspective. So if there's something that's been on your mind or you're stressed out over many things, this card is telling you relax. And this could be related to career. Maybe things are just really stressful at work. It could also be for love. I did ask for a card that maybe represents all those things. So maybe you just have a lot of stress in your life because work and your romance and just general life is like kind of stressful. The Leela card's saying just chill out, relax. And okay, I just saw your message in the chat room. So I get it. So yeah, that could be very stressful. You lost a job. I totally relate to that. So this is saying, and actually it's funny because I got that card too right after I lost my job. So we're in the same boat. And I'm looking for full-time work again. But yeah, it's time to just take some time. And actually, when I'm done with all these readings and I sign off, I'm actually going to go to a nearby park and take a walk, which is very, very peaceful. There's a little wooded area that I can go into and walk along some trails. And it's very good to just de-stress and just, you can say it out loud or to in your mind to just talk to the universe, because I am convinced, I know they are all listening. The spirits, angels, as we call them, the universe is listening. And sometimes out of nowhere you get a positive message that comes through, and it's like that little voice inside, or you just get this like brilliant idea. for possibly another opportunity or something to come through. So that's what that card is saying. So you need to de-stress, and losing a job can be very, very stressful. Let me see what the major arcana cards have to say for you, Pooja, in the chat room, to go along with the Leela card there. Okay. The card that has popped is... Oh, this... okay, I can't make this stuff up. You talk about coincidence. You got the Tower. Now, some people see this card as like the end of the world, but it's not. Because there is brightness in the background. Look way in the back of this picture. In all that darkness, there's some light. So the Tower falls. And as I like to say, the Tower falls for a reason. It was built on a bad foundation. You can build a new tower, and it's going to be bigger and better than the other one, you know? So this could be the job loss. This is, you know, it suddenly happens, and you think your world is coming crashing down. It's an abrupt, sudden change. It could be violent. And I've had my share of the Tower card appearing for myself. But I like to think of it as it happened for a reason. The Tower happened because of that bad foundation. Yes, it was struck by lightning. But if it was built very well, if it had a lightning rod, it wouldn't have crashed, right? You think about it, the Tower is blowing itself up here. It's ready to fall over because it wasn't done right in the first place. So whatever job you lost, and this could also be for love, maybe a relationship is ending, maybe the two are combined, like you know, a relationship ends because of a job loss. You know, it's like, oh, you're not a good person. Well, guess what? You're not the good person. The other person's not the good person because they're not there when you really need them. So screw you, you know. I'll find somebody better and nicer who cares for me no matter what, even when my tower falls. It could be something like that. But I think this is related to the job. So your tower has fallen, but a new tower gets built. So think about that. And again, go out in nature. Enjoy the outdoors. I don't know where you are, but if you're in the northern hemisphere, you know, we're in fall, summer's ending. So in the southern hemisphere, it's springtime. You're going from winter into spring, so the weather's getting nicer. So it's a good time to go outside, no matter what hemisphere you're in. I'm going to pull a minor card to see if there's any other message for Pooja in the chat room to go along with the Tower and the Leela card. Maybe some insight for the future or more details about what's going on right now. What does the universe have to go along with these two cards? Oop, okay. Card just fell on the floor. All right, let's get this. Oh, now look at this. You got a gift. Pooja got a gift. An ace. These are the gifts from the universe. The Ace of Swords. Now, sometimes I like the swords, sometimes I don't, but aces are gifts, so they're always good, right? And they represent new ideas, clarity, having some insight. Go out in nature, go out and hang out, meditate, talk to the angels, talk to the spirits. Yes, your tower fell, but you've got the gift from the universe. Think about that. These are the gifts from it's like the universe says, here you go. I'm giving you the cup. I'm giving you the wand. I'm giving you the pentacle. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And I'm now giving you the Ace of Swords. So, new ideas, clarity, insight, all these things. It's a gift. You're going to come up, this idea is going to come to you maybe while you're out. You know, you get away from this tower moment. Get that, you know, dust up the garbage, throw it away. The tower fell down, whoop-de-doo. De-stress, new idea coming your way. Gaining insight. and you're going to have more clarity too. So, and once you get, once things become clear again, that can lead to good relationships, leads back to job. You start getting positive again. Something I need to keep in mind too, with the Ace of Swords there. So, it's all good. The Ace of Swords can talk about a new conflict. So that's something just to be aware of. But I'm actually getting more of the positive part of this. I'm getting more of that mental clarity. You're seeing things a little bit better. Get away from that tower. Don't think about conflict. Now, the Ace of Swords can also, in some respects, talk about surgery, but I don't think that's, unless you need an operation, if there's something else going on. But I don't think this is actually related to actual surgery for you. So, if you were asking me about a medical question, I would have said, oh, maybe you do need a surgery, and maybe that's the right idea, because this is a gift from the universe, and it's telling you specifically that. But I think this is more of the whole idea of new ideas and having that clarity coming through. So keep that in mind. I just read your message too. So yeah, that tower can cause everything to come crashing down. I mean, that makes total sense. But you've got that ace. Remember, aces are gifts. No matter if you don't like a sword or cup or whatever, they're still a gift. That's how I see it. It's the universe saying, here you go. The universe is giving it to you, like, ta-da! So it's going to help you. I think this is going to help you, the Leela card. Forget about that. I'm going to pull one more angel card for Pooja, just because I completely understand the idea of losing a job and having like your world turn upside down. So is there another angelic message for Pooja in the chat room? Okay. Boom. You got the Azure card that just popped out. And guess what it says? Your desired outcome will come in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. What you want, the good things that you want to happen, are going to happen. Your desired outcome. Meditate. Go out in the woods. Enjoy nature. Get that clarity. Get the positive vibes flowing, because your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. And those words are like really resonating with me. Very near future. Your tower's done. It's over with. Whatever's happened with that, it's over. Clean up the dust and move on. Build a new tower, because the good stuff is coming in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. So, yeah, patience and faith. That's the important thing. And don't try to force anything to happen. I'm picking up a vibe of, anxiousness. You just need to relax. Let the universe move things forward. Once you get that clarity and your insight, something's going to come forward. You're going to suddenly realize, oh, I could do this, I could do that, or this person is for me, or that person's for me. And things are just going to work out. And it's going to happen in the very near future. Now, of course, when we talk about the angels of the universe, it's divine timing. So for them, sometimes that could be months. It could be a year. But I think the very near future is the key in here. Even in divine timing, this card is actually saying very near future. They know what we know as very near future. So I think it's probably coming soon. The whole point is, forget about that tower. It crashed. It's done. It burned. It whatever. Bad foundation. Didn't have a lightning rod. Whatever. Build a new one. And it's going to be bigger and better than the last one. So there you go, Pooja. And Chris, lately you've been seeing little sparks around you, and in some way it fulfills me, and honestly don't know what they are. It could be all in your head. That's what the science part of me says. The other part of me says, it could just be little reminders. I think the universe may be just letting you know they're there. And just if you think it's the universe or angels making their presence known just enough that you're like, "Ooh, what was that? That must have been an angel." Then that's what it was, because they're just letting you know that they're there. I do see that sometimes. Of course, I see a lot of other things. I could be talking to somebody and somebody from the other side will just appear. And that's getting into whole paranormal stuff, but that's me, and it's always with a message from the other side. So that happens quite a bit that I have to deal with in my general life as a science person, and dealing with stuff that I can't actually grab onto and show somebody. But anyway, let's see. It's now 4:07 Eastern Time, so I am going to be leaving soon. I do have, let me just get to Aquarius, just so I have all the signs, because this is all getting recorded. So for my Aquarius friends, and I need to put down the time here. Aquarius, for the rest of September, going into maybe October, for this live reading, which has gone on well over 2 hours, but that's perfectly okay. I'm happy to do it. Aquarius, please come forward. What message do we have for Aquarius from the angels? All right. The cards are acting kind of weird, which to me usually means there's a strong message trying to come forth. By the way, read the description down below. If you do want to send a PayPal donation, I have the link down in the bottom section. This is the first time I'm doing a live reading, but feel free to subscribe and do all that kind of stuff too. Be happy to have you. Now that I'm over 200 people, I know there's readers that have thousands of people, and they do their own thing, but I just do my thing. And for my Aquarius friends, you got the Shanti card, which is also one of my favorites. I love when this card pops because it's just a peaceful card. It is, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So my Aquarius friends that are watching the repeat, or if you're watching now, if you've had a little bit of turmoil or stress or whatever, this card is simply saying smoother road ahead. The angel of peace. You got peace coming your way. And with the major arcana cards to go with the peace card there, what message do we have to go along with that for my Aquarius friends? All right. And you're welcome, Pooja. Yeah, that's the whole point. The universe is giving us little reminders. You got the star card, my Aquarius friends, which is my wish upon a star card. Literally. The star card is reaching for the star. It also could be you're going to become the star. You're going to be the center of attraction. The star card can also talk about renewal and having some hope. It also talks about inner clarity, so maybe the peacefulness is part of that. But again, you're going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be the star. So this could be job. This could be something at home. Something good's going to happen. It's an overall very, very good card. And it can also represent renewal. So something's going to be renewed in your life. And you're going to feel really good about it. You're going to be the star. So it can also point to miracles. So if you're watching and you're thinking like, I need a miracle. Like everything is so bad, or not even bad, but, I just wish this would happen. I need a miracle for this to happen. This could be the miracle card that you're looking for. And that's going to lead to your peaceful times that's coming ahead. The angel of peace. Smoother road ahead. So I think for my Aquarius friends, that is the message. I'm not picking up on anything else. So whatever's coming is going to be good, and it's going to lead to being peaceful. You're going to have that smoother road ahead. Whatever rockiness or turmoil or even some stress that you're under right now is all going to turn around. There's going to be renewal. Things are going to be good. You're going to be the star. I think this may be tied to work. And you're going to have that smoother road ahead. All right. There you go, my Aquarius friends. And finally, Pisces. Pisces. Let's see. I'll got to write down the time for this. Okay. Pisces for the rest of September going into maybe October. All right, what angelic message do we have for my Pisces friends? Is there anybody else in the chat room that has a question? Okay, Pisces. What angelic message do we have for Pisces for this time period? All right, this is... All right. This card didn't flip out. It sort of like slipped out and got onto my hand and just sort of sat there. You got the Indriel card, my Pisces friends, which is kind of nice. It says, you are a light worker. God needs you. Now, to me, God is the universe, so this is all over. God needs you to shine your divine light and love, like the angels, upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. What a nice message. So, you need to bring that positive message to others because you are a light worker. So this is telling me you are somebody who can help others. You can help bring the light to them. Maybe you're working with someone or a family member or a friend that needs a positive vibe, and you're going to be the one to do it. So keep that in mind, my Pisces friends. I'm going to pull a major arcana card to see if there's a main message to go along with that card for you. For my Pisces friends for this time period. Okay, this card popped. And you also got the star card. Kind of funny, it popped again. So again, you're going to be the star, center of attraction. Could be renewal, change, reach for the stars, I like to say with that particular card. Things are going to turn around. Again, you are a light worker, so maybe helping someone else is going to help you. You're going to help transform someone else's life. Someone's going to come to you because you are the star. They see you as the person who can help them. So, my Pisces friends, that's what I'm picking up very strongly with this particular reading. I'm going to pull one more angel card for you. I was going to pull a minor card, but the angel cards were sort of calling me to give you another angelic message because you are a light worker, according to that other card. So you're going to shine the light upon the earth and all of its inhabitants like an angel. So let's see if there's another angelic message for you. Okay, so you got the Bethany card, which I haven't seen in quite some time. She popped and she says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, like a massage or a sea salt bath or pedicure. Or, you know, as I like to say, take a trip out to the park and just enjoy nature. You know, something that's going to benefit you, a relaxing day for yourself. And if you are helping someone else, you need to do that. Helping other people and being a light worker, being someone who's there for someone else and helping them out can be stressful on you. So you do need to take these breaks and you need to take care of yourself. So give yourself something relaxing today, whether it be a walk in the park, sea salt bath, just soak your feet. Do something that you like to do that's relaxing so that you can do this good work for others. And maybe you are like a social worker or somebody like that. So keep that in mind, my Pisces friends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the chat room. And let's see. Oh, we got Raining Umi I think in the chat room. I can do one more, so let's see. You want to know about a job and overcoming depression. So, yes, I hope I'm raining Umi. Let me do this. You'll be my last one because I do have to sign off. I'm way over time, so let me just see here. For raining Umi in the chat room, I hope I pronounced it properly. Lost a job because of depression. Feel tired. Need a job. Raining wants to know if they will find a job and overcome depression. So, what angelic message do we have for raining Umi in the chat room? And now I can't shuffle the cards. They're not folding here. Hang on. All right. So when the cards act funny like this, it means there's a very strong message to me that's trying to come out. So let's see. For raining Umi, who's depressed, looking for work, and all the way from, I don't know, are you in Russia? It's okay. Don't worry about the thing. I read your question, so we can get this through. Let's see here. What angelic message do we have for raining Umi in the chat room? Depression, lost job. Okay. Now this is interesting. I hope this resonates with you. You got an archangel, which are always important. You got Archangel Gabriel, who says you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So, if think about your work, if it has anything to do with communication or the arts, I should say, and communications and arts can be a number of different things. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like artwork, but communications and the arts. And you have an important life purpose involving them. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So, and that's Archangel. So that's telling me you've got an Archangel ready and willing to help you. You just have to ask. And the angels are there to help us. The universe is out there. We're part of that energy of the universe. We can't get out of it, no matter what anyone says. We have a lot of energy in ourselves, and the universe has a lot of energy in it, and we are all together. So I believe the archangel idea is a very powerful type of energy. So I think this archangel is there to help you out. Let me see if you have a major arcana card that can give us some more insight. Whoops. And the card, Raining Umi, you're going to love this. You got the ultimate card. The card that popped out. You got an archangel on your side, ready and willing to help you out. And, check this out, you got the sun. I mean, it doesn't get any better. The sun card is just pure happiness and pure light. So, you've got an archangel watching over you, telling you that you have this important purpose involving communications and arts. And that could be a number of different things. Communications could be anything where you just have to communicate with people. The arts can be a number of different things. But you've got the sun card, which is just beautiful. It's talking about happiness, material happiness, a joyous outcome, success. So, you know what? You need to turn that frown upside down, as they say. Smile and gain that positive perspective. You've got an archangel and you've got the sun coming and shining on you. Go on, if you're on YouTube, look up the band Jeff Lynne's Electric Light Orchestra, Jeff Lynne's ELO, one of my favorite bands. On his latest album called Alone in the Universe, there's a song called The Sun Will Shine on You. Listen to that song. It's really good. And I think that the sun will shine on you. Literally. You've got such a positive read right here. You've got an archangel and you've got the the Sun card. I'm going to go ahead and pull a minor card for reigning Umi in the chat room. To go along with the Archangel and the Sun card, is there any other message to go along with those two for reigning Umi in the chat room? Let's see. All right. You've got... Okay, this is interesting. You've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, pentacles are money or material things. Now, this person has money, has material things, and is able to share with others or accept from others. That's what this could be. So, it may be somebody accepting help or giving help. And I think in your case, because you're talking about job and depression and stuff, you may need some help from someone else, but you've got the Sun, you've got an Archangel on your side, you're going to be able to help others. You will be able to help others with that Six of Pentacles. The Six of, and I apologize for the noise you might hear in the background, there's some landscapers across the street. The Sixes are talking about a pause, and the Six of Pentacles is talking about a new career, paying off a debt, and generosity. So something new is coming. You're going to be able to help others. You're going to be able to be generous to other people. So again, turn that frown upside down, because, I mean, look at this. You don't get any better than this. Don't be depressed. Gain that positive perspective, because it's all going to turn around. That Six of Pentacles just is the icing on the cake. You know, it is talking about giving or receiving help. So for a short period of time, you may need to get some help from somebody else. You may be the person in the bottom of the picture that needs help. But the other cards are saying eventually you're also going to be the person that's going to be able to give help. Maybe you'll be able to pay back debts. If somebody's going to give you a loan or something, you're going to be able to pay them back plus extra. That's what I see. So I hope everything does work out. I'm going to pull one more angel card just to clarify. And, okay, as soon as I picked up the deck and started going through the cards, this card flew out. And you're going to love this, reigning Umi. You got the Fiona card. And this is that card that I like to say, she might as well be holding like a basket of cookies or something, because she's holding it out and she's like, you asked for it, here you go. And she got that big smile on her face. She's the card that says, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Boom. You ask the universe. You come to this channel. You were asking the question. Now you have to be able and be open to receiving heaven's help, because you've asked for it. And she's right there saying, here you go. Ta-da! Archangel, the Sun, Six of Pentacles. You've asked for heaven's help. Now get ready for it, because you deserve it. I mean, it's beautiful. You know, I could, personally, I would love this read right now, because I'm looking for work. But there you go. Thank you so much for asking that question, and I'm really glad that the universe came forward and gave such a positive message, and they're all related. Everything fits together. So just remember, communication in the arts. I don't know what kind of work you're looking for, but if it has anything to do with communication, any type of communication, just talking to other people, or any type of art, could be media, could be artwork, could be museum, could be anything like that, anything that can be considered artistic, that is part of your divine life purpose. And again, it says right here, please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So you have an Archangel ready to help you. You've got Fiona ready to help you. You've got the Sun ready to come out, and you're going to have help coming your way, and you're going to be able to help others. So there you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Speaking of beautiful, I have to sign off, and I'm going to end off. I'm going to switch it over to a cloud picture that I took about 2 weeks ago, because I do nature photography, especially in the sky. And so thanks everyone for watching. If you're watching this on the repeat, there it is. So went over 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but there you go. Thanks everyone for watching. Good luck to everyone. If the messages resonated with you, I hope everything works out. Reigning Umi, I hope everything works out with you too. So thanks for watching, and have a good day.